It's live. Is it live? I hope it's live. So today's a special day, 20th of January, 2020. It's weird. I was actually up till about 1:30 in the morning. I don't sleep much, don't need much sleep, but I was up till about 1:30 in the morning. Obviously, at midnight, I turned 36, 30, and then 6 this morning. And it was kind of funny when I looked at the date and the time. It was really, really cool. 21:20. And I was thinking, I've got a long day ahead of me because it is my birthday. I was going to take the day off, take the family out, go have some laughs, have some joy. We went to Rotorua for the day. And I was kind of thinking, it'd be really, really cool to be back home by 8 p.m., my company name, but also go live and do a video at 20:20, so 20 past 8 on 21:20. It didn't work out because we got a bit late coming back from Rotorua, but more importantly, we got a bit stuck in the KFC drive-through. Yes, I'm having KFC for dinner on my birthday, keeping it classy. I'm just quickly checking it has gone live on the appropriate channels. But today's video is no sort of it's not going to be a deep knowledgeable video. It's basically me sitting here drinking this whiskey in particular. I'm not going to reveal what whiskey it is that I'm drinking for my birthday. First one today. There might be some more later. Not going to reveal till the end of the whiskey. But my very, very good friend now, John, who would hopefully be watching it live, or he can watch it later, gifted me this video. So he's probably the only one who knows exactly what it is. But the trouble is, John gave me 4 of these, 4 different whiskeys with the same case in the same sort of bottle. So he wouldn't know either till the end of the video what this particular whiskey is. So 36 years old today. Spent a lot of time with my wife and kids, you know, just a brilliant day. We went to Rotorua, like I say, Rotorua. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, not start a war because of it. But look at that. Went to Rotorua, did the, you know, touristy stuff. But in the end, got to do one thing that I really wanted to do on my birthday. We went out for a drive out to Lake Tarawera. I don't know if any of you have been able to get out there yet, but it is one of the most beautiful parts of New Zealand. Beautiful lake, and in the background, obviously, you've got this massive, massive dormant volcano called Mount Tarawera. And how I know a lot of the really big LinkedIn superstars, especially Glenn Marvin, is because of Tarawera Ultra Marathon. We all used to run the trails along the Lake Tarawera, training for ultra marathon. So I've got a very deep connection with this place. And I went there, you know, I mean, it's been a long day, and I felt really at peace. I'll share a couple of videos tomorrow on LinkedIn and Facebook and wherever else I'll share them. But it was just magical. And if you've never been there, I highly recommend go to Rotorua, but get out of Rotorua, get out of the tourist trail and go out to the Blue Lake, the Green Lake. There's a couple of others as well. But in particular, go to Lake Tarawera. Just magical place. I just thought in this point of the video, I will give you a clue for those of you who are in the know-how. I'll just flash it there a little to give you a clue which distillery this particular bottle comes from. But the reason why I just flashed the glass there is the glass is from the distillery that makes this particular whiskey. See, this is what I do. I think too much about whiskey. I don't know why. I find it interesting with amazing training, research, time spent with the right people. I've learned so much more about whiskey, which has been just phenomenal. And for the record, this is bottled at 57%, one of only 95 bottles. And this is bottle number 4, which makes it a bit special, I guess. Well, that much is gone. So I've got a lot more to say, but I'm going to sip this whiskey now. Very light in color. Again, those of you who understand your whiskeys would have guessed it by now. This is a bourbon cask. Wow. So going back to Tarawera, it's just a magical place. Really beautiful, big, massive lake. And I guess for us Kiwis, it's ignored a bit because, you know, you get to Rotorua, you do the gondola. We did the gondola today. You do some of the other attractions and basically it's game over. And these beautiful, free for all natural wonders sort of laid to waste. Obviously, the people who live locally know it really well. And someone like me who has been exposed to these amazing, beautiful visitors, I was just desperate to get there. I'm glad I got there. And in a weird way, it prevented me from doing my live at 2020 on 2120 because going 30 minutes out of Rotorua to Lake Tarawera, then back, and then all the way back to Hamilton, it just was not going to work. Wow, it's beautiful on the nose. Not a very long age whiskey, you know, it's only 11 years. Wow, lovely honey smell. So it didn't come with any tasting notes or anything. It is an independent bottling. You could probably tell from the the shape of it. It is not a commercial release, especially from the distillery. If you can sort of see the background, can you see? Yeah, you can see a bottle or two of commercially released bottles from this distillery. In the morning, I better not say, but a good friend, a very good friend, someone I've known for a very long time, he actually rang me to wish me happy birthday, and it meant a lot. We had a good chat, and in the end, I said to him, mate, it means a lot that you rang me because we all live such busy lives these days. You know, life gets in the way, and obviously Facebook makes the whole wishing of the birthday so impersonal. We can just post a status, happy birthday, or add a few emojis, and if you have a little bit of time, you add a photo or something like that. Or also we text people. But in 2020, if someone can take the time, even a minute or two, to pick up the phone and give you a call or come visit you, I understand that's hard as well because we live so far away from each other. But just getting a call from this friend sort of made me feel, yeah, a bit weak for a minute. It was really good, really, really magical. And he gave me shit that I can't come see him, even though he lives in Hamilton. I can't come see him later today for a dram. I said, mate, full on day. Got to get home, drink one of these. I want to do a video, and then I want to just tell a beautiful story to my kids for bedtime. And then I've got a shit ton of work to do. Because for someone like me who is a complete workaholic, to take a full day off completely from work is crazy. Well, it's not a complete full day off. I did spend 90 minutes with an accountant first thing in the morning with my dad and then took the day off. But I'm going to shut up and just sip this for a second and let you all watch it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Is it still going on LinkedIn? Wow. Very sweet indeed. Really briny. Wow. Quite nice. Bit of a honey character. It is going on LinkedIn. That's good. That surprised me actually how spirity it tastes. I mean, 11 years is a long time in a cask. It's got a really, really good sweetness to it. Let's add a little bit of water. Loads more honey. A lot more honey. Really nice. Quite chewy. 57%. It's very high in ABV. Really, really good. Now, I'm not going to reveal. I'm going to drag this video out. I promised myself I'll do it for 15 minutes, and I think I've just hit 10 minutes. So these are the things I've learned. I was thinking about it on the drive back here from Rotorua with my father-in-law was in the front seat with me, my wife and 2 kids in the back. And some of the things I was trying to reflect in my mind on things I've done or have deeply affected me in the last year. And it was funny, I was thinking quite a lot about Christchurch shootings. I don't know why, it just kept reflecting, kept coming forward in my head, you know, the hate and just the, I don't want to say too much, I'll tear up, but just the obnoxiousness of that incident was really, really bad. But then on a personal note, I had some really big wins. And I think the biggest one was my ability to put it all together into a book towards the end or start of the year, because the whole of 2019, because my birthday is so early in the year, it's kind of like a full year. It's just riding a big wave of amazing whiskey experiences and being able to capture it together into a book. And the thought came out of nowhere, just like literally everything else I do. It came out of nowhere. And I thought, look, I'll gather some thoughts, see if someone's interested in it. I've shared a draft copy with a few friends, and they've really enjoyed it. They're quite happy. They said, look, put it up. It's not overly long. It's not going to be 300, 400, 500 pages. Very, very short book. Lots of pictures, just to make you jealous, obviously. But that definitely has been a high point, and it's not released yet. Here's to hoping once it's released, it will create a little bit more of the following that I desire, obviously, but also learn from what I've been experiencing. I've drunk some really amazing whiskeys and met some really incredible people all over the world, literally, who've shared their own passion. I mean, I was looking through some of the older chats on Instagram, and some of these old boys, you know, they live in Netherlands, some live in India, some live in Canada. I'm probably never ever going to meet any of these people, but every time something new is released, I'll post about it or they post about it, and it creates a 1 hour Instagram chat, Facebook chat, sometimes on LinkedIn as well, sometimes comments on YouTube, which can be a bit odd. Not a big fan of that. But it's just amazing, you know, how because of this, you could talk to someone else virtually in this day and age in 2020, who you probably never ever gonna meet, never ever. I'll give you another example. I better not share the name because the person might not want me to, but this particular person in UK, I've been chatting with him on and off. This is on LinkedIn, on and off for more than a year now, I think. We talk about life, but most importantly, we talk about whiskey. And for whatever reason, the conversation got on to bourbon, and he drinks more bourbon. I drink a lot of scotch. And he said, mate, I'm going to send you these whiskey samples of some of the very expensive bourbon bottles that he's collected over the years. And I want you to learn from them and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. And they're not here yet. They are in New Zealand, but New Zealand Customs, God bless them, take their time. But it just wants me to give you a small example of how cool life is around whiskey, and the people I'm meeting is just brilliant. And over the last year, it has been on another level where if you look at these bottles, for example, the 4 of them that were given to me by John, you know, I mean, he didn't have to, but surely something I did for him made him happy and made him share this bottle with me. So this particular one is an independent bottling by an independent bottler called Dram, and it was distilled by Bruichladdich on the tiny island of Islay, which I just love that distillery, and I love that place, Islay. If you've been to one of my tastings, I think you will see the slide that shows at the end where they say, you know, if I ever retire, I would move on to Islay if I can. Just magical place, drink the amazing whiskey. And this is an 11-year-old aged in a bourbon cask. bottled at 57%. And one thing I've learned probably since I've started the whole 8 p.m. journey, but also drinking some of the stuff I have been, is I'm just becoming a fanatic of single cask releases. Because if you look at something like this, I will never find this bottle again. Once it's gone, it's gone. They only released 95 bottles. Luckily for me, I was gifted one. It's gone. But there are a lot of independently bottled stuff that we sell on 8 p.m. obviously, and it is available globally if you go looking for it. Some phenomenal stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive either. You can get some really, really good value for money bottlings as well. Just to give you a window out of the commercial releases. The commercial releases are good, but they are mass produced and mass released. When you drink something like this, which is a single cask, it is its own unique character. And I guess that's what I've been seeking in the last year in particular, and been quite blessed by an endless supply of high quality single cask whiskies. The reason why I chose this one, it was either going to be this or a whiskey from Ben Riach, which is also a Scottish whiskey distillery. But the reason why I chose this one is because I didn't pay for it. It was for free. And if you have the pleasure of reading my book, you'll see me say this quite a lot of time. Sometimes, for some reason, a very, very deep, meaningful gift of a high quality whiskey, for whatever reason, has come into your possession, especially when you don't pay for it. For whatever reason, for me especially, and I mean, I'm exposed to some high quality stuff out of my own pocket as well. But when you get something for free, it just tastes a little bit better. I don't know why. With my own money, I open some very expensive bottles, sometimes in the disguise of the taste things and all that kind of stuff. But when it's free, tastes just that much better. So I'm going to end the video there. I hope and wish and generally care for you in 2020. If you come across my path, it will be brilliant. Otherwise, reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Let's talk. You don't have to buy anything from me, but in the name of whiskey, to gain some knowledge from me or impart some wisdom to me, or if you want to just learn and share some whiskey talk, reach out. I will talk to you for a very, very long time. No strings attached. Well, I'm going to go and enjoy some more drams. Thank you for joining me. See you. Bye-bye.